Good morning, YouTube. This is my 2017 F-150. This has replaced the Banana, my 2016 Ecoboost Mustang that I've been posting on for the past 5 years or so. This is my utility vehicle. It's magnetic gray like my 15 GT, which that makes me very happy. It's one of my favorite gray colors. It's a pretty well equipped XLT for what it is. It's got a lot of factory stuff that I haven't really seen in a couple of other models that I've seen around town. One being, and I thought these were aftermarket, and they're not, these box steps, which are pretty cool. They pop out. And it's super helpful, especially when you got to get in there. Pushing them back in can be a pain. The springs are pretty strong, but running boards were an additional option. And then it's got just like a real weird mix of options that kind of make sense and kind of don't. You know, like the reverse sensors and pre-collision warning, but no bliss. I don't know. I don't know how they do their packaging. And of course, I had a plane fly overhead, so I had to cut that out for a second. Mansfield Airport's not that far from here. Like I said in my previous video, this is an Ecoboost. It's a 2.7 liter. It's a 6R80 6-speed tranny, which is a pretty reliable transmission. You know, it's got standard cloth interior with the center console. It's a super cab. So I got the jump seats, which is nice. I didn't really want it to be too long. My driveway isn't very long, so I will be changing out some items, like that head unit's going to end up going. I got a mod list already written up for this thing, so it's going to be pretty extensive. So there'll be a lot more videos coming out for this, you know, shortly. I have actually already done a few things. A buddy of mine actually works for a lot of vehicles for Off-Road Alliance and another company. So he's doing a lot of Raptor work and a lot of TRX vehicles. So one of the things that I have done was I have a 2018 Raptor rear bumper. This vehicle had chrome bumpers and everything, and I'm just kind of doing away with the chrome. Which I think this bumper really sets it off nice. It's a direct fit. There's no bolt-up issues or anything. It's got a slightly beefier hitch. This is a tow package vehicle anyway, so it already had one. But I got like the extra tow hooks now that I didn't have before. I got the little bump cutouts for the dual exhaust. He has Raptor exhaust for me. We will work on that stuff slowly. I don't want to go all ham on the exhaust. All the Ecoboosts really need lots of trial and error on getting good sound out of it. It's got factory spray and bed liner with some with hooks in it, which is nice. It's a real nice quality. Looks to be pretty. It's not super thick, but it's definitely gonna protect it. This is an all aluminum body truck, which is nice. So the only thing we got to worry about is, you know, Ford's corrosion issue underneath some of the paint that they've had with their aluminum panels. I have done the tailgate assist strut already, which you kind of need. It's just nice to have. Super easy install. I think it was a $20 part. It wasn't hard. You bolt up a bracket there, remove one bolt down here, and then add your new bracket, and then just put the strut on. It's no big whoop, but it's nice to be able to let it down on its own. So there's other options too for it, but that's what I went with. It's got standard backup camera, also has an extra LED light for night, helps you with when you're hooking up a tow. Also just provides extra, it really just provides extra backup light too. Right now it's got the stock 17-inch wheels. I'm probably going to stay with the wheels. I'm not sure, but I'm definitely going to increase the tire size once I do a leveling kit, and that's going to come in the future too. I haven't decided if I'm going to do a leveling kit or if I'm going to do a 3 or 4 inch lift. I'll come to that road when I get there. So another item I've already done, just a typical, since I'm getting away from these chrome parts, is the Raptor front grille, which is nice. It makes the nose a little more flush because it doesn't stick out as far as the factory grille. Factory grille comes out to about right about where this line is. So I like that it makes it a little more snubbier in the front. Plus, of course, it's just cool looking. Goes with the theme of what I'm going to be going with the truck. Dent bumper is going to be going. There's very few options for this on a 17, because then you can kind of see it. If you look at this grille, see that corner right there? It's kind of designed because the 18s have this piece here actually goes down to about here, and then there's a centerpiece that runs across the bottom. So the bumper isn't straight across like it is on this one. It's got a dip. So there's only a few options. I can either try to find an STX model where they have the matched painted bumpers, and then I get a gray one. The Raptor bumper won't fit unless I change up a lot of stuff, even in the 17. But there's a bunch of companies out there make a Raptor style, which I'm looking at, which makes it kind of the single one piece, and then you'll add a bunch of like rigid light bars in the cutouts where your fog lights would be, and that's what I'm probably going to go with because it's the least expensive route. I think I can get like the whole bumper and 6 lights for like $380. It's stupid. So, and there ain't much to these bumpers, so that I'll be doing. I've already tuned it because he already had a tuner for me, and I actually already traded him a Camaro, a SET flash for Camaros, because I did a, oh, did I even pop it? What did I just pop? I did an Edelbrock supercharger install for a buddy of mine's 18. He has an 18 GT. Last spring, I think it was. And so they sent the wrong, what's going on? They sent the wrong bumper for some reason. All right, I gotta check what's going on with this hood. Why is it not popping? All right, hold on. Yeah, way to start it out. Yeah, I think I have to grease the hinges or something for some reason. Oh yeah, definitely gotta grease the hinges. Wasn't releasing. I'll get something in there. So here's the it's pretty bone stock. So 2.7 liter twin turbo, 325 horse, 375 torque. It's a pretty easy unit to work on. Everything is very accessible. The turbos are really easy to get to. I mean, there's a lot of room. Even from the wheel wells, it's easy to get to that stuff. This model is a first gen, so it doesn't have the. Oh, that's probably why. I left the old bad light. When I got this, the middle light didn't work. It had a bad light. So I ordered some smoked ones. You can tell that the lens is a different color than the other two, but when it's on, you can't tell. It's basically the same. So I just didn't bother swapping out the other two yet. But I must have left the light sitting right here, so it was causing some tension on the latch. So, well, that explains that one. All right, we'll pull that back here. So anyways, the first gen 2.7 does not have port injection. It's just a DI motor. So first thing, as soon as I can get a chance to do it, will be a catch can. That's kind of not really a must-have, but really should have it to help prevent the upper intake and valves from coking. So that's going to be one of my first things to do. I have done one thing on the exhaust. I've already cut the resonator off because I just wanted to hear what it sounded like without the resonator. actually not bad sounding. It didn't really do anything for volume or anything. You know, it's still a V6, but it's actually got a pretty good tone to it. I haven't really decided what to do with the exhaust. I might go with an AWE setup, the 4-inch with the dual exits. I don't really know what I'm going to do yet. I'm going to decide that next spring. I don't really have a lot of plans to do much more with this thing right now, so I'll give it some revs here so we can hear what that sounds like. Let's see here. Okay. Yeah, these are very peppy little motors, I'll tell you. Definitely has no problem moving a half-ton, which is nice. Gas mileage has been really good. I only commute right now because of COVID 2 days a week. My wife and I happen to have been fairly lucky to have jobs that did not close down during any of this, but the commutes and working from home and stuff like that's changed. So I took it the first week I had it, which I only had it on 87 octane. I took it, drove it for a bit on the highway. I was averaging just shy of 25 miles per gallon on the highway. Combined, the way I'm driving now, where I'm only going in 2 days a week and the rest of my driving is around town, I get 20.3 to 20.5 average combined, but that's because most of my driving is around town. So when the commute goes back up, the rest of the 5 days, that should go up to where it's probably rated at, which is around 22, I think. Might be a little bit more. I'm very conservative when I'm on the highway. I do typically set it at 65 and let it go on my way into work, sometimes 70, so it's not that big of a deal. But you know, this thing's got just a little over 60,000 miles on it. I've ordered new badging, so those will be coming in soon. The matte black and red XLT emblems. I'm leaving the Ecoboost one. There is a black and red one, but I don't like it. It's too much red, so I'm just going to leave the stock Ecoboost badges. The badge kit replaces the fronts and the rear badge, so you know, cost for those aren't too bad. It's a pretty good truck so far. I like it. It's definitely going to do what I need it to do. It's just, you know, it's time that I got a utility vehicle. I just needed something, and I needed something that's better in the snow. As much as, you know, I've been commuting to work for Oh boy. Since 2011, 10 years driving almost exclusively two-wheel drive Mustangs since 2011. You know, in Massachusetts weather. So I've just got too much stuff that I need a truck for right now. So, you know, it was time to let that one go. On the flip side, like from the last videos, I have a 1970 Mustang Coupe though at home under tarps that I'm working on, and that's going to be my toy project. It needs a lot of work. I mean, stripped down, right? Plus, I got to get a title for it. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff I got to do in that poor vehicle. And with it being a 1970, things like VIN numbers aren't the right format because it's not 17 characters, and I got to deal with all that stuff. But I have time, so in the meantime, I'm just getting the car straight. It is a 302 3-speed auto car, factory. I have the matching engine and trans. I don't know if I'm going to stay with that, but I think initially I will, just when I get it up and running. That's what I'm going to go with. And then we'll go from there. So that'll also be a side project, and I'll be putting out some videos for that. And then who knows going forward what I'm doing other than that. That might just be what I'm having. Who knows? I don't know. There's lots of things. I was looking at getting a new Bronco before this, but the timetable got pushed ahead, so I didn't go that route. Plus, I kind of want to wait until it's a little more matured. I think another year or two, and then we might trade out my wife's EcoSport SUV for a full-size Bronco. We'll go from there. So, but that's it. I hope you like my video. I know some of you Mustang people will be sad I got rid of it, but it is what it is. I still have a Mustang. You know, I kind of changed my thinking, and I don't need to, even though the other one's not running yet. But you know, it is what it is. Life is what it is. So, but I'll still be doing stuff with another EcoBoost here and going forward. So, all right, talk to you all later. Bye.